So right now with the battle hatch, I want to keep the momentum going. We've made a lot of progress thus far. We want to keep it going. I kind of want to switch my attention from the outside to the inside a little bit. Dude, can you guys see all these bugs, dude? It is insane. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but it's an epidemic.
And now, you're watching the Apple Pie, Cherry Pie, and Donald Trump Impeach Cobbler channel of YouTube. Welcome to Bodie Vision.
Man, dude, that is crazy. But anyways, hey, so what is up and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another video. So like I said in the intro, Jesus, dude, look at this. And if you guys can see the floor, see all these black spots all over the floor where it just looks like it's dirty? That's all dead bugs. Pepto's looking good. Bugs everywhere, disgusting. They're over everything. So right now, as far as painting, I'm not going to be able to paint until probably November. That's when they usually clear out. So what I want to do with the battle hatch right here, like I said in the intro, I want to go ahead and focus on the interior. I want to pull out the little side pieces, the plastic piece back there, the plastic piece over here, because I kind of want to do something kind of custom, kind of neat, kind of cool. We'll see what happens and we'll see what I got to do. And also, before we actually get started, I just wanted to mention really quickly, if you can see right here, the smaller retro style Bodie Vision decal, the bigger decal, and I also got a couple of these. So of these, there's 1, 2, and then 1 of these. Now I have on the website right now, I just have like a random thing where you're gonna get 1 big one, 1 small one, and 1 slap sticker, and you're just gonna get whatever I have, and it's 10 bucks. 10 bucks for 3 stickers. What other creator out there is doing that? So that is there right now. And then here's what they look like. 1 is on the back of Christina. 1 is on the back of the Hellcat Swap Miata. I got 1 on the back of Betty White right there. And also on my brother's car, a cop with a swap. And on Pepto. So what I want to do first on this video, besides the stickers, besides the bugs, let's actually get into it. Get the car cleaned out a little bit. I just got a couple things in there, and then we'll get moving. So now that all of those panels are out of there, what I want to do now is, one thing that I don't necessarily like about cars that are gutted is I don't like these big opened areas. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and then the other side is the same way. So what I was thinking is, I want to try to make some kind of a filler panel that's going to cover these areas, but it's just going to be lightweight aluminum, real lightweight, so we're not going to be adding much weight at all, and it's going to look a whole bunch better. And then maybe we'll paint them or to match the outside of the car, or they'll stay aluminum. So what I want to do is, I just got that piece of poster board, so I kind of want to lay it out, figure it out exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use this as my template, and we just got to start building it out. So as of right now, I got my little template made, and it's right over there. So my thinking, or my plan, is there's going to be 1 right there where there is, and then I'm going to do an additional 1 right there, and that's going to be pushed in more. And then also another thing that I was thinking is, that's going to be the big one on the upper side on the right side of the car. So on there I wrote right. I actually wrote left. I need to go back and change that, left, right. But anyways, I need to cross that out and write the right side, because what I'm thinking is, the one that's over there, I could probably just use the back side of it for the other side and use that as a template. So really, in reality, I only need to make half as many pieces as there's gonna be metal pieces. So I need to go ahead and make one for the back area right there. And then what I'm gonna do is make sure that they do in fact fit on both sides, and then I'm gonna have to go ahead and transfer that to some metal. I'm gonna pick up some metal first thing in the morning, and also maybe a little later on, I'm gonna get some dry ice as well, because before it gets painted back here, we're gonna wanna get rid of this whole sound deadening mess of a stuff. So right here I have all of my templates, and the cool thing, like I said a minute ago, you can use the same exact one for both sides. It's just, this is for the right side, and then the other side is gonna be the left side. This one is gonna make 2 pieces, that one's also gonna make 2 pieces, and then this piece, and that piece. The 3 separate pieces I'll show you right here. So there's one of them, there's 2, and there's 3. So those are different. So there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces total. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and get that measured and see exactly what size piece of sheet metal I need and do all that stuff. I'll go ahead and grab that tomorrow, and then we'll bring this video into then as we're doing that. But I have a little bit of time left today, so what I actually just got back from doing, I just picked up some dry ice, and I want to get out this just one little piece of sound deadening stuff right here. So I just got a little bit of dry ice, and I'm sure you guys have seen this millions of times. If you've ever watched anybody build a car, you just put the dry ice on it, you wait a little while, and then you just kind of knock out the sound deadening stuff, and hopefully it comes off in a couple different pieces. Alrighty, so it is the following day now. Everything that is left, I'm gonna go ahead and get it when I'm sanding down the back area to be painted. Now the plan is, we wanna keep this car a street car. So the front half is gonna be carpeted. The front half, we're gonna leave all the sound deadening material so it's still a little bit comfortable. The back half is gonna be gutted and painted nice. A really nice mix of street car and track car. And that's what we're going for with this build. So the next thing that I gotta do, I got this laid out on some sheet metal. This is just 22 or 24 gauge, I don't know. It's real thin, real light. I wanted to go with aluminum, but they didn't have any aluminum at the place that I went to. They were all out of stock, and it was a lot more expensive. So this is gonna be just fine. And again, all this needs to do is fill a hole and make it look a little bit better. So here they are, all drawn out. Now I don't know exactly the best way to go about cutting these. I don't know if I'm going to use my little metal shears or if I'm going to use my little cutter, angle grinder. I don't know. I'm just going to try a couple different things. We'll see what works best. So as of right now, we are definitely looking really good. So the way that I went about doing this is I placed my shape on here, and then I had the shape, and then what I used to kind of cut out the shape, I didn't worry about getting precisely around it. I just cut out a big square around it, and with that I used my electric shear, and then I moved over here to my rusty old, this is called the throatless shear. That's just what it's called, throatless shear. Look it up. So how it's looking, oh, and after I was done with that, on a couple of the pieces, I went ahead and I put it in the bender to get this shape right here, and that looks really good. That one over there looks good as well. And then also I put this little bend in this one because this is gonna sit something like that in that corner nicely. Now that shape was kind of challenging to get, and also you might be looking at some of the Sharpie marks on there, and the Sharpie marks get confused with the shadows, and overall it looks pretty good. So now with these, how I want to put them in there indefinitely, I might just use rivets because that looks pretty cool, pretty race car-esque, but for right now they're gonna have to be painted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drill out the holes. We'll mount them up, mark the holes, drill the holes, and then I'm just gonna hold them on with Cleco fasteners until I get them primed, because if we do not prime this just being regular old mild steel, it will definitely rust. These bugs are driving me crazy! Alright, so as you can see, that is looking pretty good. I'm definitely happy with how that looks thus far. Now, I want you to keep in mind, if ever or whenever you're doing a project, as you're doing it, you might get discouraged, and I do sometimes as well, but at this point, with how many projects that I've done, I've just known the fact that if you take your time, you gotta muscle through it. It's not done until it's done, and it's not going to look perfect, or it's not going to look great until you're officially done. So as I'm doing this, I think some of the stuff's fitting a little bit weird, but then I just mark it, I trim it, and then I come back, drill the holes. I got it being held on there just temporarily right now with my Cleco clips, or my Clecos, and that's how it looks. So if you can see right here, I had to make this bend right there, and then also up there. I'm not a huge fan of how this looks, but I'm still gonna work it a little bit more. But overall, this one, that one, there's two on this side, right there, and then just one right over there. Now, as far as how it looks, that's gonna all come off, everything's gonna get painted, and then they're gonna be put back on color match to the color of the car. So it's gonna look really good, really nice, really clean. And also keep in mind that right now we're so focused on what these look like, but in the end, the bigger picture is gonna be, the back is gonna be really nice and clean. And also, I was thinking about putting some bead rolls in here, but I'm gonna try something a little bit different for me, something that I really like, something that I'm a huge fan of. Let me give you a little clue. Some dimpled eyes. That'll be in the next video, or a video coming really soon. So, let me know what you think of this process. Are you a huge fan of this? Do you like it? I just kind of wanted to give it a shot, try something new. I think it looks pretty good, even though it is not done yet. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. You know what it is, YouTube. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.